This is Jamesville, Dewitt. The Red Rams enter the Carrier Dome to play against Cazenovia for the 1997 Sectional Championship. This at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York. Cazenovia ranked second in the state of New York. Jamesville DeWitt is ranked 8th. The winner will win the sectional championship. This the offensive line of the Red Rams. With their preliminary exercises.
Black to the 1997 Class C champions, CBA Rebels. For the visiting Jamesville DeWitt Red Rams. And number 44, Randy King. The other end position, number 53, Bill Phelps. Tackles, number 43, Brian Adams. Number 30, Gary Gemma. Linebacker, number 52, Bravido. Number 50, Mike Holloway. Number 32, Wes Wilbur. 28, Kurt Wolfing. Defensive secondary, number 8, Adonis Kinsey. Number 35, Mike Lambert. And at safety, number 34, Chris Kelly. The Red Rams are coached by Bill Brown. Now the starting offense for the home team, the Cazenovia Lakers.
And the Jamesville DeWitt Red Rams enter the Carrier Dome about 17 seconds away from kickoff. The Red Rams coming in with an 8-1 record. Their only loss is to the team that they're going to play, and that's Cazenovia. Cazenovia comes in with a 9-0 record. JD would love to give them their first loss of the season. The winner advances to the sectional, to the regionals next weekend, right here at the Carrier Dome, same time. And the loser, after having an incredible season, will go home. Captains Chris Kelly, Bill Phelps, Mike Lambert, and Adonis Kinsey walking out onto the field. They will address the 4 captains of Cazenovia as they stand on the orange S here at the Carrier Dome, awaiting the flip of the coin. There's the flip and the coin. It looks like they're talking to Cazenovia. We'll just have to check it out. Cazenovia, they have deferred to the second half, as many teams have been doing. JD will receive. They will open the game on the offensive end, and Cazenovia will kick it off. So, moments away from some exciting high school football, Class B, this the championship game. And again, the second consecutive year Jamesville DeWitt has been here. Last year, losing a sectional final to Ilion, and this year we'll try to make that different by beating a team that's ranked second in the state. This is the JD receiving team. Adonis Kinsey and Mike Lambert back deep as Kaz is about ready to kick off. Lakers against the Red Rams. A beautiful kick. It's spiraling and over the head of Mike Lambert. Mike takes the ball at the 10. He's got one man to beat over here. Mike's going to put it on. And he is drug out of bounds. That should be a flag right there. Lambert pulled out of bounds after a great gain, giving JD great field position. And they will start 1st and 10 from about there, well, close to midfield. We'll check it out. That a 34-yard return by Lambert, ball sitting just shy of the 40-yard line. Chris Kelly opens at quarterback. P.J. Hunter breaks the huddle. He'll be at center. Rabideau, Ferris at the guards. First play from scrimmage is a fullback run. Wes Wilbur moves forward about 5 yards, so JD will be facing a 2nd and 5. Wilbur, the fullback. JD breaks the huddle. Chuck Teller is at one of the tackles. Handoff, Kinsey, right side, tripped up in the backfield. Loss on the play, going to set up a third and about 6. Wilbur out. And Kelly with the signals. JD rushes up to the line of scrimmage. Kinsey and Lambert behind Kelly. This is to Mike Lambert. Mike's hit behind the line of scrimmage and going to set up a punting situation for Jamesville. So the Red Rams setting up in a punt formation. Good snap from center. Nice high punt. Driving the Lakers back, and good pursuit on the part of Jamesville Dewitt. And Cazenovia will take over. Tackle in there. Luke Rabideau in on that tackle along with a host of JD players. And Cazenovia will take off 27-yard line. Kurt Wolfinger to call the signals. Brian Adams digging in. Handoff up the middle. JD's defense is there after a gain of perhaps 2 yards. Going to set up 2nd and 8. Handoff to the left side this time, and there for the tackle is Brian Adams, and JD is forcing a 3rd and about 6 for Cazenovia. Fake draw, throwing incomplete. Defense there, Mike Lambert. That pass was there. If it wasn't for Mike, that's a completion. Mike Lambert on a great defensive play from his defensive back position. That will set up a 4th and long for Cazenovia and a punting situation. Nice snap. Kick is a short kick. Have to see what happens. It's going to take a Cazenovia bounce and bounce down inside and roll out of bounds right about the 30-yard line where JD will take over. 1st and 10. So both teams unable to move the football on the other's defense, both 3 and out. JD takes over, this time at their own 30-yard line. Kurt Wolfinger in the backfield. He's in motion. Handoff, 2nd man through, Kinsey. Nice move, Adonis. 1st down run. Adonis Kinsey with that
15-yard run.
Great nifty running, and JD will have a 1st down. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to play, 1st quarter. JD with the first down of the game. This is a fake to Mike Lambert. Chris Kelly rolled out to the right, but was rushed and sacked. Huge loss. JD facing a 2nd and 21. High formation backfield. Chris back to throw again. Looks to the right. Incomplete, intended for Wes Wilbur, who is knocked out of bounds. So JD, and there is a flag. JD will be facing a 3rd and 21. But we'll have to check the flag.
On the offense, repeat 2nd down.
5-yard penalty, ineligible receiver downfield, so JD will be repeating the 2nd down, but this time it's 2nd and 26 as they break the hunt. Oh, jeez. Flag on the play.
On the offense, play yard, 2nd down.
Mike Lambert was asking the ref if he was on the wrong side of the ball, and the ref simply threw the flag. And now JD faces a 2nd and 32. Chris back to throw. Incomplete. Throw intended for Darren Yema about midfield. So again, JD clock, or the scoreboard says 3rd and 27. It might be even more. Chris back to throw. Ball is intercepted. And first turnover of the ball game gives Cazenovia excellent field position. So JD breaks the defensive huddle. They have to defend 20 yards. Handoff to the big fullback, and he is tackled by Wes Wilbur after a gain of 4 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and 6. 6:33 to play. Cazenovia in the red zone. Handoff. Ivy, he gets hit in the back of the backfield. Maybe he gets, I don't think he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to set up a 3rd and 9. That's Bill Phelps and Randy King in on that tackle. Good defense, JD. 3rd down. 9 yards to go for the Lakers. Rolling out, rushes on, throws across the middle. It's complete for, I think it's a 1st down. We'll have to check. Looks like a 1st down. It is. 1st down completion. And Cazenovia now inside the 10 at the 9. Second man, and Randy King almost makes the tackle. But Cazenovia drawing the first blood and takes a 6-0 lead. This after a JD turnover, and it's 6-0. They will kick the extra point. Blocked. Nope. It's no good. I think it was hit at the line of scrimmage, and the extra point is not good. So with 5:18 to play, first quarter, it's 6-0 Cazenovia. Kickoff is that was an onside kick attempt. Goes out of bounds, and we'll see where JD takes it. So JD declines that, takes the ball at the 46-yard line. Good field position. and they will try to move the football. They've been unable to do that so far. But as in the first game, penalties have hurt the Red Rams. So let's hope that's over with. Handoff, Wilbur right up the middle, and West could break it for a touchdown. He's got the speed. He is going, gone. Touchdown, Wilbur. I'm looking for flags. I don't see any. And Wes Wilbur gets it right back for the Red Rams. JD unable to move the ball outside, sent Wes Wilbur up the middle, and JD gets it right back. 6-6. And Pete Furman will try to put JD on top. Wes Wilbur got to be a little tired here at the 5:08 mark. Chris Kelly will hold. Luke Rabideau on the snap. Pete Furman to attempt the 7th JD point. Kick is up. It is no good to the right, so we have a tie. Kick was just to the right.
The extra point attempt, no good.
And we're deadlocked
5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
at 6-6. That play took 8 seconds. JD 6, Cazenovia 6. Pete Furman to kick off after the initial touchdown by the JD Red Rams. Furman with a nice kick. This one sailing back to about the 4-yard line where Kaz will take it over right up the middle, and he is hit. And again, Luke Rabideau and Kurt Wolfhanger along with Brian Adams in on that hit. And the ball is moved up to about the 26-yard line.
26.
And they will take over 1st and 10. 5:02 mark. Deadlock, 6 apiece. JD, Cazenovia. Handoff up to the right side. And the defense is there after a gain of 5 yards. Going to set up a second. We'll call it 2nd and 5. Man in motion. Fake. Quarterback keep. And he slides forward for a 1st down run for the quarterback.
John Doherty keeps it himself for the
And
1st down.
1st down, Cazenovia. Pass. Complete. Fumble. No, it's a completion. I thought the ball went flying out. That was a completed pass for the 1st down. And a good hit there by Chris Kelly. And looked like the ball popped loose, but it didn't. And it looks like we might have an injury. But bottom line is Cazenovia with its 2nd straight 1st down. Ball's across midfield at about the 42-yard line. Pitch. And the back is run out of bounds by Luke Rabideau. No gain on the play.
23 the ball carrier. No gain on the 2nd attack.
Good defensive play, and JD will force Cazenovia to have a 2nd and 10. 2 flankers out, I formation backfield. 2nd man through, and he is stopped. Nice defensive play there by Darren Yema. Made a nice shoestring tackle there to stop that play. Again, back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. JD digging in. Their defense stopped 2 consecutive plays for no gain. There's 2 receivers out. Throwing. Oh, it's picked off. Adonis Kinsey. He's got a couple men to beat, but he picks it off. Adonis Kinsey with JD's 1st turnover of the ball game, and we'll see if they can capitalize as Cazenovia did. Adonis Kinsey playing safety intercepted the pass by the Cazenovia quarterback and took it across midfield to about the 49-yard line where the offense will take over. JD to take their first timeout of the afternoon here in the first half. Coach Bill Brown walking out on the field and with some instructions. JD with possession. The coaches walking off the field. That's the time of Adonis's interception, and JD has its play being called by quarterback Kelly, and they break the huddle to face the Cazenovia defense. Handoff. This is Mike Lambert, and Mike moves forward about 6 yards, going to set up a 2nd and 4. This is Wilbur again. Wes breaks forward and almost breaks the second one. Wes Wilbur from the fullback position again, rumbling and stumbling, getting a big haul by his offensive line, but doing a lot of it on his own. First down run by Wes Wilbur. And JD moving the football on undefeated Cazenovia. Hey, they break the huddle. Minute 48 seconds left, first quarter. This, a good fake. I went with it, and Kinsey goes around the right side. That was a fake to the fullback, Wes Wilbur, and the handoff went to Kinsey, who gained 5 yards. JD breaks the huddle. Chris Kelly behind center. Handoff, this time it's Wilbur. Wes busts forward down inside the 5 to the 1 yard line, and again Wilbur with a hole, huge hole, and Wes limping off. Don't like that. Hopefully it's just a minor injury for Wes Wilbur, as he'll be replaced by Seth Baker. So JD inside the 5 will have a 1st and goal from the 1 yard line. Offensive line doing its job, opening holes for the JD running backs. Split formation, flag on the play. Let's see. And JD again calls a timeout. And we'll see what Coach Brown has to say. This with 47 seconds to play before the end of the first quarter. That was a encroachment penalty before the timeout. The ball is probably on about the 1 foot line. Kelly, the quarterback, has Mike Lambert. Should be in. He is. Ref was right there to call it a touchdown, even though Mike was pushed back. His initial motion put him into the end zone. And guess what? For the first time this year, I believe, Cazenovia is behind in a football game. And hopefully it's going to stay that way. It's now 12-6. And we'll see if Pete Furman can make that first extra point. He missed the opener. This kick is up, and it is right through the middle. It's good. And JD with a 13-6 lead over number 2 ranked Cazenovia. A lot of football to play, though. JD setting up the kickoff. The Cazenovia crowd getting vocal here. I'm filming on the side of the Cazenovia crowd, but I can sure hear the JD crowd in the background across the way. Another nice kick inside the 10 to about the 6, where Cazenovia takes it right up the middle again, and there is the JD defense. And it looks like
First and 10, Lakers at the 30.
Randy Bailey in on that tackle, along with number 54. JD's defense. So Cazenovia with 36 seconds to play. First quarter. Trails. All right, JD's defense is there. Mike Holtailing forced that play to the inside, and Billy Phelps came up to make the tackle. Great defense, JD. Justin Callahan, number 54, was in on that kickoff tackle along with Randy Bailey. That was a great defensive play here, and that play will end the first quarter.
Jamesville Dewitt 13, Cazenovia 6.
And the JD crowd loving it. The score at the end of the first quarter. Cazenovia will open the second quarter with facing a 2nd and 12. They have the ball at their own 27-yard line. They have an I formation in the backfield. A couple men split out, throwing and completing. And it's close to the first down. Don't know if he got it though. 3rd and very short for Cazenovia. Ball's at about the 40. Quarterback gets through for the first down, and Cazenovia will keep their drive alive. Send a man in motion here. Handoff. Foot race, but it's a touchdown. His second.
Touchdown, Cazenovia, Elliott Ivy.
And just like that, 2 big plays. Cazenovia to kick the extra point, at least if it's an attempt. It's up, and it is again no good. So JD continues to lead 13-0, but there is a flag, and looks like JD's staying on the field, so it's against them. That was a personal foul on JD, either during the kick or after the kick. And Cazenovia now will have the ball at the 1.5-yard line. And we'll see what they're going to do. This is the same formation that they were very successful on for extra points in the first game. Ball is usually hiked to Ivy, and he decides what he wants to do. He's got 1.5 yards to go. Man in motion. He's going to run and get in for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, Cazenovia is back on top.
2-point conversion is good.
But that is because of a penalty. It's now 14-3, Cazenovia. So Ivy to kick off to Mike Lambert. Mike hits a pile at about the 26-yard line, where he stopped, and JD will take over. So JD, the ball at about the 26-yard line. 10 minutes, 35 seconds left before the half. Kinsey, left side, gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the outside so far for JD. Adonis managed to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage and actually gain a yard, so it's 2nd and 9. Even though he was tripped up. Gain of 1. Same play. Short side of the field. Adonis gets his first down, and he is knocked out of bounds.
16-yard gain, 8. Adonis King.
Ball moved forward to about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for JD. Handoff, the big fullback, Wilbur. West jumps over one man, moves the ball forward for the second straight first down play. And boy, that Wes Wilbur play is working to perfection. JD moving the ball a couple times to the outside, and then they come back with Wes. And Wes is doing what he's supposed to, making good yardage from the fullback position. JD breaks the huddle. They trail by 1, 14-13. Handoff, fullback again, Wilbur. West again moves forward, about 7-yard gain, maybe 8. Going to set up a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Fullback, Wilbur. Dives forward. First down, Jamesville Dewitt. West getting up slow, though. Wes out of the lineup. Seth Baker in. Seth will be positioned at the fullback spot. This time it's Kinsey to the right side. He's got to break it outside. He does. And he's dragged down and thrown down. Close to the first down for Adonis.
Great Kinsey on the carry.
First down, JD inside the 20. Adonis cuts on the inside. Gets 3 yards, maybe 4. We're going to set up a 2nd and 6 for JD. 2nd and 6. This is Kinsey. He spins his way forward for about another 3 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd down for JD. Wes Wilbur returns to the lineup. 7:22 to play, replacing Seth Baker. JD with a 3rd and 3. It's big down. This is 4-down territory, unless Bill Brown elects to kick a field goal. Adonis caught in the backfield, spun for a loss, and a flag is thrown. Not sure what it is, but we'll have to wait. So JD has a holding penalty on them, but that one was declined because of the loss. We have a 4th down. We're in the red zone. Ball's set on the 17-yard line. JD with a big 4th down here. Kelly rolls to the right, throws over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Darren Yema, and Cazenovia will take over on down.
Incomplete pass intended for
6:38 before the half. JD now on defense. Nice run of about 5 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and 5. Second and 4. Quarterback hands off up the middle. Maybe a gain of a yard. Nice defensive play. Wolfanger and John June. Going to set up a 3rd and a long 3. Back to throw. Oh, overthrown to the wide open intended receiver, and it's going to set up a 4th down for Cazenovia. Punt formation for Caz. Good snap. Kick is up, intended. I think Adonis. They're going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll to about the 43-yard line, where JD will take over in good field position. Kinsey runs it to the left side. Tackled after a gain of 5 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and 5. throwback. Wilbur again close to the first down. I think he got it. He got the mark. First down again. Wes Wilbur
6-yard run by number 32, Wilbur.
doing some terrific work. And JD gets another first down. Pitch to Kinsey. Sorry, it's Mike Lambert. Mike makes a nice move, and he could go. Great move by Mike Lambert. No flags, and JD with another big first down. Mike Lambert on a great run. Just some good moves, some good power running there. Mike Lambert for JD's first down run. That's at the 3:43 mark and counting. JD inside the 15 to the 11. It's 1st and 10. Wilbur, not much there, maybe a yard. But that was stacked up by Cazenovia well. No gain for JD on that play. Kinsey, fake up the middle. I don't think he got anything. Probably lost as the Cazenovia defense digs in when it gets into the red zone. So going to set up a 3rd and 11 now. 3rd and 11 for JD. JD calls its final timeout of the first half at the 2:44 mark, trailing by 1. So JD facing a 3rd and 12. Second straight time they've been inside the red zone. Kinsey and Lambert flanked out to the left. Adonis in motion. Throws to Kinsey, to Mike Lambert for the touchdown. Mike Lambert on an excellent throw from Chris Kelly. Kelly just laid it up there, and Mike, who had beaten his man, scores JD's 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Kinsey cut to the right and left man coverage on Lambert, and Mike just settled underneath the Chris Kelly pass for JD's score right before the half. JD will be trying 2 points. Chris rolls. Oh my gosh, what a, oh, geez. Great attempt there by Darren Yema, almost coming up with a spectacular catch, but to no avail. So JD back on the board, leads by 5, 19-14 with 2:38 left before the half. So Pete Furman to kick off. Another nice kick, line driver. This one caught at about the 8. Oh, he's got some room, but it's finally pulled down and knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, where Cazenovia, with a couple minutes to work with, will start over. Pitch. Good defense, Rabideau. Fought off the blocker and made a nice defensive play there to stuff that play. And throw Cazenovia for a loss. Mix up in the backfield in there. Again, Luke Rabideau in on that play on a good blitz from the left side. His 2nd straight defensive play. Another loss, setting up a 3rd and 13 at the 1:24 mark. Cazenovia is going to let the clock run. They don't want to give the ball away to JD. JD can't stop the clock. They've run out of timeouts. See what happens here. Back to throw, throws over to the right. And JD is there for the tackle. And this will set up a punting situation at the 58 seconds, so JD will get the ball back with very little time. But it will force a punting situation for Cazenovia. And with Kinsey and Lambert back deep, you never know. So some good defense on the part of JD forces Cazenovia to punt the football with 30 seconds and counting. Almost blocked by, fair catch, Kinsey. And JD will have a shot at it with 20 seconds. That ball was almost blocked by Bill Phelps. Almost. As Billy disappointed, he got close to that one. And that would have been an unbelievable play for JD. So we'll see if JD will try to put some more points on the board here. 20 seconds. Pitch, Kinsey, Adonis. Some nice moves, trying to get out of bounds. He does. Gets out of bounds where he will stop the clock at 12 seconds. Good run by JD. Chris Kelly breaks the team huddle. Regular formation. Handoff up the middle. Wilbur. Wes. Got to beat one man. Oh, if they can only stop the clock. And it will to move the chains. And we're going to throw the ball down. Let's see if JD can do it. Clock will start. And Kelly throws the ball down, stopping the clock with 4 seconds to play before the half. So let's see what JD does with this 4 seconds. Adonis out to the left. Pitch. It's going to be a flea flicker. Oh, and it worked. Except Mike Lambert was at the 10-yard line and not in the end zone, but still a nice play to end the half. JD should go into this halftime with a lot of confidence. This is a team that was ahead by 3 touchdowns the last time they played, and this time JD takes the halftime lead of 5 points. 19-14 into the half. Good first half for the Red Rams. So that's the halftime score. JD 19 and Cazenovia. Both teams got the same thing. Anytime 44 touches the ball, he can go. Yep. The Jamesville Dewitt cheerleaders halftime here at the Carrier Dome. JD on top, 19-14. But a lot of football to play. Pete Furman will be kicking off the JD kickoff team to begin the second half. Cazenovia gets the ball at about the 5-yard line. And out of bounds, and a nice return by Cazenovia, and they will take over to begin the second half at about the 33-yard line. So JD sets up its defense for the first time in the second half. They lead by 5, 19-14, with a whole second half to play. Handoff. Nice hit by Adonis Kinsey coming up from his safety position to make that tackle. Gain of 2.
3-yard gain from the 40.
2nd and 7. That last play did net 3 yards. Fake handoff. Defense is there. Wait a real good pursuit on the part of the JD defense. Randy King, Darren Yema and Brian Adams played that very well, but the back did gain 2 yards. Going to set up a 3rd and 5. Minutes to play, 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down play. Back rushes on, and the quarterback gets out but is tripped up. The initial hit, Brian Adams, and then in came Darren Yema, and JD forces Cazenovia to appear to be 3 and out. Punt formation. Good snap, good kick. Again, pressure applied there by Billy Phelps. This is Lambert. Mike breaks 1 tackle and almost a 3rd, and moves the ball up to the 39-yard line, where he is tackled, and JD will take over for its first possession, 2nd half. So JD did what it was supposed to do, held, served, and now they take over with a set of downs. Chris Kelly walks slowly up to the huddle. The handoff, fullback Wilbur falls forward for about 2 yards. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Kinsey cuts up the middle, trips over a defenseman, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to set up a 3rd down for JD. Chris rolls to the right, throws incomplete, almost picked off by Cazenovia, and JD appears to be 3 and out. Very much like the first quarter started. Good snap. Adonis kick goes off his foot and bounces out of bounds. And ball's going to be set at about the 35. So both teams unable to move their first drive of the 2nd half. 8:25. So Cazenovia will try again. Pitch. Okay, Kurt Wolfanger is there for the tackle after a gain of about 2. 2nd and 8. 2 receivers out to the left. This is an end around. He's going to throw. And it is caught. Correction, incomplete, I'm sorry. And it was broken up by Adonis Kinsey, so that's going to set up a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Lakers. Back to throw. Incomplete, intended for number 20, and just over his outstretched hands, and Cazenovia looks to be in punting formation again. This is Adonis. Out of bounds at about the 43, but good field position for JD.
Kinsey on the return, tackled by number 84, Terry Pratt.
Adonis straight up the middle, a little bit to the right. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but I think he gained a yard.
Great kids in the ball game.
Pitch, Adonis breaks it back up the middle, slides forward, doesn't get a very good mark. Although that's probably where his knee went down, and it'll be a 3rd and 5 for JD. So the Red Rams break the huddle with a 3rd and 5. And the crowd is really in this one. Pitch, Lambert, first down, run by Mike Lambert to keep the drive alive. Mike Lambert on a nice late pitch by Chris Kelly. Does his stuff and moves the chains. First down, JD, across midfield, up to the 44-yard line, where they'll have a new set of downs. Handoff, Lambert up the middle, and Mike gains 2, setting up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for JD. Wolfinger and Lambert in the backfield. This is to Mike. Mike's going to have to break a tackle. The defense was there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Going to set up a 3rd and 8.
First 5.
3rd and 8. Kelly rolls to the right. Oh, almost picked off. No flags. Receiver was there, but at the last minute, Cazenovia knocked it down. JD to punt. Snap is there. Adonis with a nice high kick, fair catch called for, and caught at about the 22-yard line, where Cazenovia will take it. Okay. All right. Handoff, the big fullback. He gets hit the line of scrimmage and gains maybe 2 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for Cazenovia. JD's defense digs in. Handoff. Going to break it to the right side. In comes Adonis, or Mike Lambert with a nice tackle for maybe a gain of 1. That play had
3rd down.
lots of yardage, but Mike Lambert was there to make the play. 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Completion. Just enough for the first down. Cazenovia with the new set of downs. Balls at the 33-yard line. That was a nice pass play. Two long throw. Incomplete. Was it 2 fakes in the backfield?
Incomplete pass.
But the pass was incomplete. Second and 10. Pitch. Gain, good pursuit by JD's defense, but a gain of 7 yards. It's going to set up a 3rd and 3 for Caz. Big 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, setting up a 4th down situation for Caz. Pressure by Randy King on that play, forcing the quarterback to overthrow his receiver, who was open. This is a punt formation. Rush is on and no flags. Adonis takes it. Tripped up at the 21-yard line. JD will take over there at 1st and 10. Ball's at the 21. JD, a long way from pay dirt. And we have a motion. So now JD will have a 1st and 15 for the first down. Wilbur up the middle, knocking people over and moving forward up to the 30-yard line, very close to the first down with a big run by Wilbur. First down, JD. Boy, they needed that.
32, Wilbur.
Minute 13 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. This is Kinsey to the right side. He's got some blocking. Moves the ball along the sideline, out of bounds. Close to the first down. Gets a drink from
first down, Rams.
one of his coaches, Coach Graham, after that first down run for Kinsey. Minute 2. Handoff, Wilbur goes forward about 3 yards before he's tackled after a gain. 2nd and 7. Kinsey, the second man through, he gets hit. Gain of 3. Going to be 2nd and 35. Another big down coming up. And that play will end the 3rd quarter. Neither team scored. Same score as the half, 19-14 JD. And the JD crowd loves it. The score at the end of 3. First play, final quarter. 2 teams battling. Mike Lambert spins his way close to the first down, but I don't think he got it. It's going to be very close. Nope, didn't get the mark. Not that he needed to, but it is not a first down. It's about a yard short, less than a yard short. We'll see what Coach Bill Brown does. So JD looks to be going for this. This is a huge play with 11:20 and counting. 3rd quarter, 4th and a yard for Jamesville Dewitt to keep the drive going. Kelly appeared to be drawing the Cazenovia team off, and JD will get a delay of game and punt the ball. Adonis Kinsey back to punt. Good snap. Nice high kick. If it bounces, and it has to be covered by Jamesville Dewitt. The ball's at about the 29. Nope. It's going to roll to about the 25-yard line where Cazenovia will take over 1st and 10. The whistle's blowing. A equipment timeout. Pitch. Another big touchdown. On that same play, Cazenovia takes the lead. Just like that. And they will set up for probably 2 points. They lead it 20-19. Last time they were successful on the 2-point conversion. This time he throws into the end zone for the conversion.
2-point conversion is good.
Big flag on this play. Mike Cotailing's claiming he got pushed, and it is. It's against Cazenovia. It'll move him back.
We have 7 men on the line on the offense.
procedure penalty. Still 20-19. This time they're 8 yards back. Quarterback will be behind center. Gonna throw. Incomplete. No, they gave it to him. Oh my God. Oh, jeez, and we got a 15-yard penalty on him.
2-point conversion is good.
Got a penalty.
There is a flag.
Taking it out on the kids. Come on, jeez. Apparently he had possession. The extra point appears to be good. JD assessed a penalty, which will be on the kickoff. So the ball will be moved up 15 yards. Well, this would be a good time for an onside kick. I hope JD's aware. Rip, and Adonis will take it in the end zone, and JD will take over on the 20-yard line, 80 yards away from Pater, trailing by 3. So with 10 minutes and 39 seconds to play in this game, JD with possession at the 20-yard line. This is to Lambert. Mike hit at the line of scrimmage, gains a yard. Wilbur tripped up at the line of scrimmage, gets back. Third and 9 for the Red Riders. Should be all kinds of motion on that play. Flags all over the place, and JD's going to be moved back 5 yards. So now JD facing a 3rd and 14, balls at the 16-yard line. Chris rolls to the right, pressure's on, throws. It's complete. Did he get it? It's a completion. And a first down for Jamesville Dewitt. I'm not sure who caught the reception, but it's a big, huge JD first down. 9 minutes, 7 seconds to play. Pitch Adonis. Gets a nice block, but he trips over his own man. That was a good block, but Adonis tripped either on the carpet or the blocker in front of him. It'll be a loss of a yard, setting up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 for the Red Rams. Chris. Straight drop back, throwing. Mike Lambert is there. He's going to go for a touchdown. Mike Lambert going, touchdown, Jamesville Dewitt. And we'll look for flags. Mike Lambert on a throw by Chris Kelly has put JD back on top in this seesaw battle. 69 yards. Kelly to Mike Lambert and JD back on top. Never say die, JD. And they will kick for the extra point. They currently lead by 3. This is a huge extra point. It's 25-22. Kelly to hold. Furman to kick. Good snap from Rabideau. Kick is up. It is good, and JD with a 4. point lead, and
The point is good. That makes it Jamesville to win 26.
we have a flag here. A flag, and I don't know if this is going to come back or what.
There is a flag on the play.
So there you have it. Listen to that Jamesville DeWitt crowd going crazy here in the Dome as their team comes from behind to take a 26-22 lead on a Chris Kelly to Mike Lambert touchdown pass. It was a beauty. Mike, for the second time, had a one-on-one coverage, and he did the damage, catching it and running the rest of the way. Pete Furman, another kick, a line driver, was over the head and into the end zone. So Caz will take the ball on their own 20. There were two great plays on that last series. Chris Kelly finding, I think, Darren Yema for a big third down conversion, and then Kelly to Lambert for the touchdown. So two big plays setting up the JD score. But with 8:15 to play, this game is far from over. Cazenovia at their own 20-yard line. Fake, handoff, the defense is there. Kurt Wolfhanger and Brian Adams stopping Cazenovia for a 1-yard loss. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Cazenovia with the handoff. Ooh, this play. Fumble! And it looks like J.D. Buddick recovered that fumble. I don't know. Yes! Derek John June is on that recovery, that fumble recovery, and J.D. will maintain possession of the football, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to figure this one out. I don't know what's going on. Flags all over the place, and we'll let the refs sort it out.
On the play, we had a legal motion on the offense, slipping on the offense. There was a fumble, chasing ball.
All right, JD with recovery. JD will have possession of the football with 7 minutes and 25 seconds as the Cazenovia crowd boos, but on the other side, the Jamesville DeWitt crowd cheering as JD will take over at about their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Rams. Chris Kelly will quarterback as he has the whole game. Play being brought in by Eric Pretorius. Clock will not start. That, I believe, is the first turnover of the second half. And JD with possession. Kinsey, left side, breaks it out into the middle. Up in the middle, he's going to push forward. He's being pushed all over the place, and there's flags. And Adonis still on his feet.
12-yard run by Kinsey.
Adonis Kinsey on an incredible run up the middle. Should be good for the first down, but we have to find out what this flag's all about. Face mask on Cazenovia, and JD will accept a 10-yard, perhaps 15-yard penalty. And this is the scene from the beginning of the year when Jamesville DeWitt was the team being penalized. This is a huge penalty on Cazenovia, moving the ball inside the red zone to the 19. JD with the ball and a chance to put some points on the board. They break the huddle. 7-10 and counting. Kinsey in motion. Handoff, the big fullback, Wilbur, still on his feet to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 6. The ball resting just outside the 15-yard line. Kelly with signals. Wolfhanger in motion, back up the middle. This is Lambert, moves it another 3 or 4 yards. The interior line is where they're going, and there's a penalty. And it looks like a penalty on JD. JD penalized 5 yards at the 6-minute mark. Ball moved back to about the 20, so it's 2nd and 9 for the Red Rams. Chris to Kurt Wolfhanger, and Kurt moves his way forward about 3 yards, and it's going to set up a 3rd, well, I guess we'll call it 3rd and 8. Cazenovia digs in defensively. JD offensively. Big 3rd down play. Kelly is sacked on a blitz before he can hand the ball off, setting up a big 3rd down. Correction, 4th down. And JD with its first second half timeout. So with 4:58 to play, this is a huge 4th down for Jamesville to win and for Cazenovia. Kelly with a straight drop. He's throwing it up into the end zone. Oh, almost caught by Adonis Kinsey, but incomplete. And Cazenovia will take over on downs. Kaz breaks the huddle. Receivers to the right and left. He's going to throw over the middle. Oh, almost picked off by Kurt Wolfhanger, and then Chris Kelly. Oh. Incomplete. It's going to set up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 4:46. Again, 2 men out left. To the left of the quarterback, a man in motion. Pitch. And there on the defense is Luke Rabideau fighting off a block. And don't know if there was any gain on that play, but it does set up a 3rd and no gain. 3rd and actually 3rd and about 11. This time the flankers are out to the right. Big 3rd down for Kaz. And of course for JD's defense. Long throw is complete. And I don't know, it depends on the mark. Yeah, looks like they got it. Yeah, they put it on the mark. Should be a 1st down. They're going to check it. Come on, Carter, stretch it. For the first time, we have a mark. 1st down, Cazenovia. JD confused on defense. Pitch. There's that play. Oh, boy. Again. No flags.
Cazenovia touchdown, number 44.
Extra point will be kicked, at least attempted to kick, to give Cazenovia a 3-point lead. And it's no good. So JD down
Extra
2.
point, no good. 3:35.
What a seesaw ball. JD will get its turn. Kick is a bouncer. Going to be picked up by Adonis. Takes it to the left side and goes out of bounds. At about the 23-yard line. Plenty of time for the JD offense as Chris Kelly gets behind center. Man in motion. Kelly going to take it himself. Gets tripped up after a gain of 5 yards. Going to be 2nd and 5 for JD. 3 minutes to play. Kinsey, Adonis bumps over a man, gets forward, 1st down, JD. Pitch to Adonis. Adonis tripped up after he gains, and there's a flag on the play.
Again, Kinsey ball carry.
And maybe JD has an extra few yards on top of that play. Yes, penalty on Cazenovia. So the ball is moved to the 38-yard line where JD will take over. New set of downs and 2:28 to play in the game. JD breaks the huddle. 2:15, the clock's running. Kinsey in Chris motion. Chris throws. Complete. 1st down again. This is to Darren Yema. JD with another 1st down. The ball at the 24-yard line. And they're moving. The change will stop the clock at 2:02. JD to huddle up quickly.
Yema, 1st down Rams.
JD with 2 timeouts left. There is no 2-minute warning in high school. This is Wilbur. Oh, boy, that play was destined, but we have a penalty. And it looks like JD might have been moving.
Dead ball. False start.
False start on JD. 1st and 15 for JD. Kinsey, right side, trying to get out. The pursuit is there. He moves the ball forward, though, inside the 30 to about the 27.
Kinsey ball carry.
And not back to the line of scrimmage yet, so it's going to be a 2nd and 12. Clock moving at 1:11. Chris back to throw. Throws it up. Open is Pretorius for the JD touchdown! Yes, sir! Jamesville Dewitt has put themselves back on top on an Eric Pretorius catch in the end zone. The sophomore was wide open in the end zone. Chris Kelly found him, and JD miraculously is back on top. Unbelievable! JD takes the lead. They will kick the extra point. 32-28, less than a minute to play. In a great game. Furman's kick is up. It is good, and JD with a 5-point lead, but 54 points to play it. 54 minutes to play in this game. 54 seconds. Correction. And JD on top again. Don't say that. The JD crowd standing after that Pretorius reception, and JD will have to kick off and play defense for 54 seconds. Cazenovia capable of scoring in 54 seconds. They've shown it 3 times today. The crowd is in it, incredibly loud, as Peter Furman to kick off. JD with a 33-28 lead. But the way this game is going, the last team that has the ball seems to find a way to score. Beautiful kick. And JD is there for the tackle, the ball at the 24-yard line. And here's the situation. 49 seconds to play. JD with a 33-28 lead. Cazenovia will definitely put the ball in the air. They have 3 timeouts left.
Timeout.
And Jamesville Dewitt takes their second timeout to make sure that they know how they're going to defend these 49 seconds. Cazenovia breaks the huddle. JD in a prevent defense. They're going to give stuff probably over the middle. Cazenovia again has lots of timeouts. Throwing deep. Is that an interception? Yes, sirree! Mike Lambert intercepts the ball and a great catch. Mike Lambert could have ended this game. Mike Lambert with the interception and a diving catch, and Jamesville Dewitt is 43 seconds away from taking it all the way to the States. Mike Lambert and a great interception in this never die team from Jamesville Dewitt. 43 seconds to play. JD calls their final timeout to just talk to their players, rest them, make sure they know what to do. They can, Cazenovia can stop the clock and force a punt. So JD will probably be forced to run some plays to try to eat up some clock. 43 seconds is a lot of time. Kelly to Adonis. Adonis breaks it open and moves the ball to midfield. A gain of 5 yards, but more importantly, it took 7 seconds off the clock. Second and 5. This time, Wilbur. West moves forward, very close to the first down. Let's look at the mark. I think he might have got it. I think he might have got it. And if he did, it's only good news for JD. So with 31 seconds left, Cazenovia calls another timeout. JD will have 4 more times to touch the football. First down on a Wes Wilbur run. Wes Wilbur has been a key to this game. Not going to talk victory yet. JD with 31 seconds to play, leading by 5 in one of the best games this camera guy has ever seen. If it stays 33-28. JD now will get down on the football. Kelly moves back and puts his knee on the ball. And Cazenovia can stop the clock one more time. That's it. At 26 seconds left, all JD has to do now is snap the football. Chris Kelly will lead this great football team to the line of scrimmage for the last time. The hike, the knee down, and that should do it. Jamesville DeWitt comes from behind to beat number 2 ranked Cazenovia, 33-28. Cazenovia beat JD earlier in the year, but JD comes back when it counts and wins the sectional championship. 1997, Jamesville DeWitt are the champs. Credit to Cazenovia, who never gave up, kept coming back, and when they scored with less than 2 minutes, it looked bleak for JD. But Jamesville DeWitt, never say die, came storming back, and a Chris Kelly to Eric Pretorius touchdown put them ahead to stay. And this year, Jamesville DeWitt will stay on the field and accept the sectional championship. Last year, they had to walk off in defeat to a team that they should have beaten, Ilion. But they put it all together today. There's Pretorius, who made the winning catch. They put it all together today when it counted, and they will advance to the regionals next Sunday, 2:30 right here, and who cares who they play? They are the 1997 sectional champions, and I love it. Adonis Kinsey had a lot to do with this game, but believe me, the defense played great, and the offense, when they needed to, came from behind. Chris Kelly playing with incredible poise, down twice in the second half, led his team to victory on 2 huge passes, one to Mike Lambert, and then the winner to Eric Pretorius, hugged there by Mike Hotailing, who played a great game. And there's Coach Bill Brown, who will be glad to hand over the sectional championship banner to Jamesville Dewitt. That's Captain Mike Lambert. Mike's going to be showing it to the JD crowd. I wish he'd turn it around this way, because last year they were unable to show it because they didn't win it. But they come back having a fantastic year, having to play in a league that had one of the best teams in the state of New York, Cazenovia. They lost to them early in the year, but they came back, and as I said, this game counts. The sectional championship belongs to Jamesville Dewitt and the Red Rams, and they will huddle around and take picture after picture. A well-deserved come-from-behind victory. Can't wait to watch the tape. JD, 33. Cazenovia, 28. In a dandy. Again, one of the greatest high school football games a fan would ever want to see. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Adonis Kinsey and Mike Lambert, who for 3 years have been next to each other in the backfield, would be running that trophy around. Credit Adonis Kinsey, Mike Lambert, and I'm looking for Kurt Wolfhanger. Chris Kelly, hugged by lacrosse coach Jim Pistillo, and a lot of hugs, a lot of great just an outstanding ball game. Kurt Wolfhanger, starting 3 years, first year at outside linebacker and 2 years at the inside linebacker position, played a great game today, as did all of the defense. The defense was there when it counted, giving up just big plays. And to sophomore Luke Rabideau, starting as a sophomore, and out at offensive lineman, and playing his sophomore, junior, and senior year at offensive pulling guard. Played an incredible game. This year at outside linebacker. Congratulations, Luke. Just a great game. On to the States. Bill Brown being interviewed by a host of cameramen, host of reporters, as Luke Rabideau walks back to the locker room, and Jamesville Dewitt holding their heads up high after an incredible come-from-behind victory. Just too much to believe. Kurt Wolfhanger, Luke Rabideau playing side by side for 3 years for this incredible Red Ram team.
It's the Foo Fighters.
Dennis Kinsey with his special striped socks.
Celebrate the 10th anniversary of Coors Light in Syracuse. Foo Fighters.
Coach Bill Brown disappointed last year on a loss to Ilion, a game that JD probably should have won, but he takes this team back, takes them to the Dome. They beat VVS in the quarterfinals. They kill Oneida in the semis, and they come here to beat a team that is ranked second in the state, that had already beaten them this year. Just a great effort on the part of Jamesville DeWitt. Justin Mack leaving the field along with the rest of the Jamesville DeWitt players. JD will now move on to the state championship. They'll play the regionals next Sunday here at 2:30 in the Dome. The JD fans picking up Go Big D. They sure did today. Number 32 played an outstanding game. Wes Wilbur, especially in the first half, rumbling and stumbling for some important yards when JD couldn't move the ball on the outside. Wrong sign. There's the JD crowd. Finally, a sectional championship for the Red Rams. Find some great Jamesville DeWitt fans, the Rabbiters and Tornadoes, but I can't seem to find them. What a bonanza. Jamesville DeWitt, the 1997 sectional championship in hand by defeating Cazenovia. Final score 33-28. Thanks for the thrills, guys. This was a barn burner, one of the best games I've ever seen. Good luck next week.